Today on CCX News, a Plymouth lodging conundrum. Is it a hotel? Is it an apartment? Is it something in between? The decision that not only impacts the future of one business, but could significantly impact others. There's no other business like it in the city of Plymouth. That business is WaterWalk. City officials call it a lodging unicorn. However, what was supposed to be long-term corporate lodging is also operating like a hotel, a violation of its agreement. Now the city is being asked to change its zoning ordinance to accommodate the business.
Denial tonight is going to create another vacant building in that business park. There's 220,000 square feet of vacant space in that business park right now. This is going to be another vacant building. Without the 1 to 7 night stay, we won't stay in business.
WaterWalk was approved in 2018 as corporate lodging, offering stays of at least 7 days with apartment-like accommodations, but not intended to be a permanent residence. Then the pandemic happened. Since opening in 2020, WaterWalk began offering one-night stays, a violation of what it was originally zoned and approved for.
Did it occur to you to ask for permission before later just coming back to ask for forgiveness?
Again, our focus was on survival, and so I guess we really focused on that.
City officials say if zoning is changed to help one business, it could have significant ramifications for hotels across the city. A final decision is expected at a future meeting. In Maple Grove, customers flocked to a new business there. Lululemon celebrated its grand opening Friday in the shops at Arbor Lakes, taking over a 5,400 square foot retail space that was once home to a Williams-Sonoma. Several dozen people crowded into the store the moment they opened their doors to get their hands on free bagels and coffee and to check out the new space.
When you bring in a destination store like a Lululemon, it does bring in traffic, as you saw from that, and that will continue going forward. And so all the businesses around them will also benefit from that traffic of people walking by. You know, we're an open air center, so people are going to park and walk by other stores on their way to their destination.
The Shops has also added several new stores in the last few months. That includes a J.Crew factory store and an IKEA pop-up store. Brooklyn Park's tree sale is underway, and city leaders say it's a great deal for a powerful cause. There's an estimated 40,000 ash trees in Brooklyn Park. City Forester Aki Jacobs says all of those are at risk of dying in the next 5 to 10 years. A partnership with the group Tree Trust and grant funding is underway to help bring a greater canopy to the city.
Brooklyn Park was already kind of on the lower end of the spectrum compared to other cities of our size in the region. So we were already underserved with tree cover, and now we're losing all these trees on top of it. So it's a huge issue.
For the sale, each tree costs $40, and Brooklyn Park residents can purchase up to 3. 16 different tree varieties are available. Coming up on Saturday in Crystal, the second annual walk for alopecia. Alopecia is an autoimmune disease that causes your hair to fall out. Organizer Leslie Johnson says she set up the walk for her young daughter. With this event, she wants to raise awareness and empathy for those with visible differences.
If you have a question or comment, maybe, and it's a stranger, maybe just pause for a second and think, is this something that person can change about themselves in 30 seconds or less? If not, you might want to just hold that comment or question to yourself.
This year's walk is the official site for the Twin Cities. More than 230 people are signed up to walk in Becker Park, which starts at 10:30 Saturday morning. The event goes until 1 with treats, games, and opportunities to connect. At Stages Theater Company in Hopkins, a story about how love changes you. In today's weekend showcase, I share how local talent is bringing a Kate DiCamillo story to life. The Miraculous Journey of Edward Tulane is a story about a rabbit.
They're so soft. And look, his ears bend.
And Leah Rimstad plays Aibileen, the first owner of the imperfect toy animal, Edward.
The whole show is all about his journey of meeting a ton of different people and learning how it is to love.
Edward is a China bunny, but his voice comes from a person.
Don't hold me so tightly. You'll wrinkle the jacket. And fix the tie. I'm sure it's crooked. How rude.
I love you, Edward. Good night.
His character is intentionally imperfect, but Leah says he grows with the whole cast beside him.
Edward should pay particularly close attention.
The main message of the show is learning how to love and what it means to love.
As they go through hard times, that for me is why this show is so important.
The story came to life through director Anna Grace.
I love no one, said the princess proudly.
It's the show's third iteration with stages, and the first time on the theater's main stage.
It's about Edward's transformation, and so I'm really interested in how transformation happens on stage.
As characters grow and change throughout the story, Leah's character holds true.
Her connection with the rabbit sets us on our journey.
I dream about it most nights.
It's not an easy story either, but Grace says that's important for kids to understand, which keeps with the story's message.
And so when he's lost and found again, it changes him. It changes fundamentally like how he sees himself and how he sees other people and how he understands other people.
Give him to me!
And Edward flew over the railing and sailed out over the ocean.
As Edward finds his way home, the audience does too. Performances run through October 27th. It's recommended for anyone age 7 and older. Tickets can be purchased online. Road construction may have canceled this year's Plymouth parade, but Loose Line Brewing is hosting an event to take its place. Folks can come out to the brewery on Saturday for the first ever Plymouth Parade in Place. The Parade in Place will be a marketplace-style event that features booths from 30 different companies and organizations. The event is a part of Loose Line's Oktoberfest celebration, which will also feature food trucks, a special assortment of beers, and live music.
So it's going to be a fun-packed day of great beer, great food, wonderful music. Mayor's tapping the kegs. We're going to have 30 businesses here kind of celebrating the success of the year together with everyone else. It's just going to be a great time.
The doors open at noon on Saturday and the fun continues until 10 that night.
Maple Grove and Wayzata Volleyball were both ranked in the top 10 in Class 4A earlier this season. The two teams should be contenders next month in the Section 5 tournament.
Wayzata 12-6 coming into the match, facing 12-7 Maple Grove. These teams could meet again in the Section 5 tournament. First set off the Wayzata serve, Casey Schulte passes to Virginia Schuler, who sets the ball outside to Riley Orrick. Down the line for a point. Crimson leads 7-3. Nice pass here by Wayzata's Ellie Osowski off the Maple Grove serve to Eva Swenson. Back to Osowski. Her kill ties the score at 10. Maple Grove had 5 set points before finally winning out. Hannah Daniels from Amanda Sweers ends set 1 with the Crimson winning 25-22. Second set, Maple Grove wore in control from start to finish. Another kill here for Orrick to make it 24-15. They win 25-15 to go up 2-0. Wayzata takes the third set, though. Quick set by Swenson to Addie Walker in the middle for an attack and kill. Trojans up 7-5. Later it's Swenson going all the way across to Osowski and another kill for the sophomore. Wayzata wins the third set 25-20. Set 4, good dig by Crimson libero McKinley Hartle, who passes to Sweers, and then to Daniels, who goes off hands and gets the point for another of her match-high 15 kills. Schulte ends the night taking the Schuler set and hammering it home for the final point as Maple Grove wins in 4 sets over Wayzata.
Osseo's volleyball team looked to bounce back from a Tuesday loss to Maple Grove as they hosted Totino-Grace. Jay Wilcox has the highlights.
Totino-Grace paying a visit to Osseo to take on the Orioles in Northwest Suburban Volleyball. Osseo surges ahead in set 1. Bree Swanson's ace is part of a good run as the Orioles lead at 9-2. Totino-Grace battles back, though. Alexis Brands with a strong attack from the right side as the Eagles pull within 15-14. But Osseo regains control. They go to dynamic Jade Evans for the kill on set point, and Osseo wins 25-20 to go up 1-0. Second set and an Osseo overpass is there for Arcelia Abalo to put away for the Eagles, but they still trail it by 5, 19-14. Swanson with a good dig on this play that leads to a kill for Audrey Crotterwill as Osseo closes strong to take a 25-17 win and a 2-0 lead. In the third set, Kalia Tao sets to Sophie Seibert for the middle attack for Osseo as they tie it up early 4-4. Hannah Perkins gets a kill for Osseo as they get the sweep over Grace, winning 25-20, 17, and 15 for their 5th win of the season. Jay Wilcox, CCX Sports.
The Maple Grove boys soccer team has yet to lose a match this season and has only allowed 6 goals all year. The Crimson had a chance to clinch the Northwest Suburban Conference title Thursday. Chaz Moots has more.
Maple Grove 12-0-1 on the year, their only non-win, a scoreless tie to Andover. Anoka has only won 3 games but have had a lot of close losses. In the first half, this was a close miss. Parker Carlson nearly gets MG on the board. Nice stop by Anoka's Noah Youngquist. In the 32nd minute, after a penalty was called in the box, Anoka with a PK, Tristan McGowan delivers going low on the right side of the goal. That's the first goal that the Crimson have given up in 6 games dating back to September 9th. Second half, Maple Grove looking for an answer. Ben Halberg cross, Everett Johnson's shot is stopped, but Colin Ames comes crashing on in for the rebound and put away. Crimson get the equalizer just 3 minutes after halftime. 13 minutes later, Owen Bersham sends a kick from 40 yards out. Ball deflects off Youngquist and Noah Alquist. Johnson is left all alone for the header and go-ahead score. Crimson get a break and go up 2-1. Late second half, Anoka looking for an equalizer. Alquist with a free kick. The Tornadoes almost tied up with a header, but Xander Waldrum gets a hand on it. Great save. MG goes on to get a 2-1 win and clinch the Northwest Suburban Conference title. In Maple Grove, Chaz Moots, CCX Sports.